It's Raymond McCabe there from McCabe's Emporium of Fine Furnishing in on the Belfast Road in Newry. And Raymond came down to my home and helped me look after some of the little bits and pieces I got from him over the years. That's Raymond McCabe. Now, would you pray, I pray silence for Stephen Murphy and Glenn Chambers of Operator 1406.
Today I woke up with this feeling, better things are coming my way. And if the sunshine has a meaning, it's telling me to not let things in my way. When the rainy days are dying, gotta keep on trying. All the bees and birds are flying high, 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 high. Never let go, gotta hold on and not stop till the break of dawn. And keep moving, don't stop rocking high, 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 high. So get on up, and when you're down, baby, take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. We'll keep on moving on anyway. Sometimes it feels like I should be screaming, trying to get it through to my friends. Sometimes it feels like life has no meaning, but I know things will be alright in the end. When the rainy days are dying, gotta keep on trying. All the bees and birds are flying high, 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 high. Never let go, gotta hold on and not stop till the break of dawn. And keep moving, don't stop rocking high, 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 high. So get on up, and when you're down, baby, take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. We'll keep on moving on anyway. So get on up, but when you're down, baby, take a good look around. I know it's not much, but it's okay. We'll keep on moving on moving on anyway.
Bravo, bravissimo, bravo, bravissimo, bravo, bravissimo. Very well sung. Well done, lads.
Oh, thanks.
That is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. Wow, did you write that yourself?
No, it's a cover. It's a cover.
Yeah,
and
but there's a name comes to me from the history of my musicality long time ago. Gilbert O'Sullivan in Ireland. You wouldn't even have heard of it. Yeah, he did, and that was the kind of stuff he used to do. And there's good sentiments in it. It's uplifting. But before we talk about the music, let's talk about you two guys. Yeah. Newry, Mayo Bridge. Well, you're kind of Newry. You're in the orbit of Newry, and it's
originally Forkhill.
Well, again, yeah, that's it. So the two satellites come together into the earth, and music is the coordinating factor. Yeah. What is the name Operator 1406? 1406? 1406? What is that about?
It's it's brand new. You know, we just thought of it last night. We're going over names.
1406.
My wee badge was there from, as you know, I work in Tesco's.
You do.
Operator 1406 is my operator number.
Do Tesco's regard you as a number, or do they indeed take you beyond? Or are you a person in Tesco's?
Yeah.
You are.
They're great to work for, you know.
Yeah. How long have you been working with them?
About 9 months.
9 months now.
Yeah.
That's, you'll be born one of these days. 9 months gestation, and then you come out as a red Tesco badge for the rest of your life. Yeah. You're imprinted there. But you're very good at what you do there. Is there a lot of learning to do to get competent on the tills and all of that.
I don't know. I love it. You know, it keeps. I love talking to people. And,
You're a good communicator there, I have to say that. And in fact, I know no bad communicators there.
Yeah, I know it's very good staff there. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Glenn, are you doing any part-time work?
I work within a family business.
What is your business?
We're a food manufacturing company called Around Noon.
And what do you do?
We supply like sandwiches and snacks to a range of different companies.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
We've been in business 25 years.
Suffering Moses. I want your family in here. I want to talk to them on this program. We'll make that happen.
Yeah,
that would
maybe
be good.
someday, yeah.
That would be good. So are you a sandwich maker?
I work within the production floor. I would kind of manage, well not manage, but I work within the labelling department, kind of
Wow.
managing kind of packaging and stuff.
I was going to ask you if there were sophisticated deli sandwiches, whether you were a pheasant plucker. And then I thought maybe.
I don't know. I've served my time. I've kind of worked in the fridges and worked within the production line and kind of.
Where did you go to school?
I went to school in St Mark's.
St Mark's and One Point. Fine
One
school
Point.
it is too.
It's a nice
and
school.
your school?
St. Paul's.
Yeah, St Paul's. Two wonderful schools.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, once upon a time in Newry we had two good schools. Wonderful. We had four good schools. We had the Abbey, we had St Coleman's, we had the Sacred Heart, and we had Our Ladies. And now we've got St Paul's. Now we've got St Mark's, all of that. There's a growth, a great education thing happening here. Yeah, yeah. You guys busk on Hill Street.
Yes.
We do from time to time, yeah.
Yeah, and I often wonder about this. Do people simply walk past you? Do they stop and enjoy you? Do they put their hand in their pocket and give you money?
Yeah. No.
What would a good day's busking bring in? Taxman, close your ears. This is all given to charity.
We one day about last summer, we went down on a Friday. It was a sunny day. It was a Friday. And,
Lovely.
Feel good, like.
Played for about 30 minutes. We didn't have that long, and we made over 30 quid.
My goodness.
That's a good rate.
Yeah,
That's mad, like.
Yeah, but I mean, it's mad. It's mad and it's not mad because you two guys, this doesn't happen by accident.
No.
You've been playing together for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've developed the product. You
Yeah,
have the
yeah,
product.
yeah.
Now, how did you meet and how did you find your musicality together?
Did we meet? We met through friends and
Friends of Friends, the Magnet Centre.
Oh yeah.
The Magnet Centre.
I was told of, I don't know, the two guys from Camla were looking a bass player or a guitarist to play.
This is when we're about 15.
About 15, yeah.
You were
Aye.
early at it, I
Through a
tell
few
you.
different
From
bands, you know.
this guy and another guy out in Camla, and yeah, that was really it, kind of, wasn't it?
Yeah, met.
But you two hit it off and it's worked for you.
Yeah,
as a
100%.
duo.
For
Yeah.
us now, yeah.
Yeah. What about songwriting? Are you doing any of that at all? Are you doing
yeah.
always covers?
Well, we're doing this wee project here. I think is covers. I write songs. I love writing songs, you know. But for now, we're just playing covers. You
Yeah.
know?
It's just kind of a
We
cover.
do originals. You know,
Yeah, the songs you would write, are they predictable? Life, love, happiness, sadness, heartbreak,
That seems to be
getting
ev-
over it, moving
Seems
on.
to be every song,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
so fed up with it, don't you? Oh, I'm heartbroken today because you've gone away. You drove my head astray because of the easy way you left me. Stuff like that. You
Of course,
do a
that
cover.
Boom, 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 you know. You've another one for me, yeah.
Yeah,
We
oh,
do, yeah.
certainly.
Right, let's hit it now. What's this one going to be? You tell
This
me.
This is Radiohead.
Radiohead, High and Dry.
Radiohead, High and
and
Dry.
Dry. That's
What
right.
is Radiohead? I'm not terribly sure.
Radiohead.
of these
They're
things.
a band. They're from England.
I should know, shouldn't I?
very
As the
good band,
presenter
you know.
of a morning television program, I should know all about Radiohead, but I don't.
The root.
Why are you not getting your guitar up?
I don't play
need it.
guitar on this one.
Oh, you're just singing. Yeah. Oh, did he say that? You just sing. How dare I use the word just? I keep telling young people, I mean, what do you do? Well, I just work in Tesco. What do you do? Well, I just do this. No, I never use the
is
word
so
just.
limited, isn't it,
Just
like?
limits you immediately. Just says I'm a muppet and I don't do anything.
just-
But never use the word just, and I did it there, and I'm sorry. Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
2 jumps in a week, I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. In the mirror, you are turning into something you are not. You broke another mirror, you are turning into something you are not. But don't leave me high, and don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high, and don't leave me dry. 2 jumps in a week, I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the ground beneath you drop. But they're the ones who spit at you when you think you've got this world all sussed out. And they're the ones who spit at you. You will be the one screaming out. But don't leave me high, and don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high, and don't leave me dry. 'Cause it's the best thing that you've ever had, the best thing that you've ever had. 'Cause it's the best thing that you've ever had, the best thing that you've ever had. But don't leave me high, and don't leave me dry. Don't leave me high, and don't leave me dry.
Wow, you're squeezing the last bit out of it there, baby. You got it. Stephen Murphy and Glenn Chambers of Operator 1406. Back in a moment. Stay with us.
Through a cloudy haze on a sunlit sea, we wait.
Destination Newry. We're back in moments.
Newry Veterinary Centre, located on Patrick Street in Newry, is committed to providing you with the very best in pet healthcare. The veterinary team bring a wealth of experience to the practice and have individually obtained high standards of professional qualification. Our services include small animal, large animal and equine, 24-hour emergency service, consultations by appointment, ultrasound scanning, digital x-ray facilities, in-house laboratory and much more. Contact us today. Newry Veterinary Centre, 39A Patrick Street, Newry, or telephone 028 302 62266.
Ted's Carpets Newry have a large selection of carpets, vinyl, wooden floors, solid, semi-solid, laminate floors and all flooring accessories. All for you to see in our showroom. Based in Newry, our staff have over 50 years of experience in the carpet and flooring industry and will be only too glad to help you choose the right floor covering that suits your needs and your pocket. Don't forget our furniture department, where we stock sofas, beds, bedroom furniture, and everything else your home will need. Looking for a genuine bargain? Give Ted a shout. You won't be disappointed. Distance is no object. No job too big or too small. Commercial and domestic. Unit 1, Carney Hall Business Park, Rathfryland Road, Newry. Telephone 028 308 25782. Check out tedscarpetsnewry.com.
Trainer's Bar, located in the heart of Camla, has a comfortable atmosphere, affordable drinks with a new outside smoking area. We are known for our great table service and entertainment, and we have recently installed a new darts room. Come join us on the weekends for the latest drink promotions, music and entertainment. We are located on 21 Main Street, Camla, Newry, County Down, BT 357JG. Give us a ring on 028 3083 707.
You've reached your destination.
Boys, we're back again. It's Stephen McCarthy and Glenn Chambers. You can see we're having a bit of fun and a bit of a laugh, and it's working well. I have no microphone on. I'm now back. So we've been exchanging stories here. You're 19, you're 20. It's an amazing kind of thing, you know, and you're doing this. When I was telling the lads earlier, when I was their age, I was in the Merchant Navy as a radio officer, the Marconi Company going out to the Ben Line Company. They were all called, the boats were all called after the mountain range, the Ben Nevis, Ben Cruachan, and mine was the Ben Doran, the ship. And we went out from the Pool of London. And in those days, boys, you wouldn't see it anymore. As I say, when I was 19, going down the Thames at night, heading out to sea, with the furthest point of our destination being China, and to the left of me and the right of me just boats, ships lined up, and in the darkness of the night the yellow lights of the ships shining through the portholes, and I was heading out, a wee man from Newry, 19, heading out to the oceans of the world. We went there, brought general cargo out, and rubber and copra and stuff like that back, and then the following voyages were to West Africa, down to a place called Tico in the Cameroon.
Right.
Went up the creek, we dropped anchor at a place called Victoria, into Victoria, waited for the tide, hauled the anchor, the machinery hauled the anchor, you could hear it banging, clang, 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 and then gone up the creek on the high tide. And as we went further up the river, up the creek, the jungle closed in on us. And then after about 15 miles, we went round at a corner in the river, and there it was, the little rickety wooden dockside, wharfside place where we tied up and the bananas were brought down to us on a narrow gauge railway. That was my 19th year.
That sounds amazing.
Isn't that a good story?
Yeah.
It's a good story. So you guys, when you went to your schools, and were you dreaming of things, and what did you want to do?
Yeah.
What was your dream at school?
I don't know, kind of. Well, it would definitely be pursue. Do you mean some sort of career in music?
Music.
However that kind of panned out, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And are you a sandwich maker or are you a musician?
At the moment, both.
Both, that's all right.
But
isn't it?
definitely to be pursuing it, you know, continuously.
But you see, there's something about your singing, and I compliment you on it. You have the courage in that soloing that you were doing without the guitar, when you were going da 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 doo. Like, I mean, that's a pretty courageous thing to do with your voice,
Yeah.
because you can go off the edge of the spectrum very, very easily and lose it. But you have the confidence to do that, which is good.
Yeah.
And you're, I'm complimenting you. You have a clarity of voice that's there. There's a general coolness about you that comes across. So the combination is very good.
Yeah.
You know. And your dream now at school, what were you wanting to do? Did you go to university?
No, well, we actually went to Armagh Tech. We did the level 3 performing arts, music, but we both left, or not performing arts, music
An
performance.
extended
Yeah.
music diploma.
Yeah,
you
was
know.
it good?
We did that there for a year, but we weren't ready at the time, you know, and we left it.
Yeah, yeah.
We left.
Went to the magnet.
We had other more important things to
Yeah,
do, you know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I've always dreamed of music in
Yeah.
school, and I never.
Is there music in your families? Where does it come from?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. My dad would be kind of a big kind of musician. He was a drummer. He played in show bands for years, and he traveled out to Canada and stuff.
Yeah.
And
had he stopped it by the time you were born?
no, he's kind of always just been
how
dabbling
much-
in and out of it, trying to.
How
raise
long
it.
had you to listen to drums in your house?
Well, I felt the benefit of it. You know,
Oh!
drums been bought and
You
stuff.
didn't mind
He's a
by
brilliant
drums?
drummer. He's a
Are
brilliant
you?
drummer. Yeah,
I do, I
yeah.
play drums.
Yeah.
Heard of it.
I heard about drums. Mummy, daddy, mummy, daddy, mummy, daddy, mummy, daddy, mummy, daddy. That was out at Alton Bay House, I heard that. People teaching them how to, you know, the pipers.
Mummy,
and the drum.
daddy, yeah, that's
Mummy, daddy. Is that a way of beginning it?
I would say so. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're just using the same amount of beats within the
Yeah.
syllables.
Is it sore to get a tattoo?
It is that one.
Did you
was
get that
sore.
one done?
I did.
You're a seeker after power because you've given yourself permanent stripes.
I know. I was looking at that yesterday. I was thinking that's there.
Where did you
forever.
get that done?
I got that done here in Uri.
Right.
Right in the
By a
corner.
guy called Keto, literally just round the
It's a
corner.
kind of it's a gracious enough tattoo. It's not
kind of. It
offensive.
can be covered.
Yeah. You get these Egypts who have love and hate.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Well,
appalling.
I have a silly one on my foot.
He's one.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's doing it.
Yeah, show us it.
Yo.
Beware of the foot.
It's,
We get a close up.
it's a very stupid one.
What does it say? Tattoo. And you put yourself through pain to get that.
I don't know. Kind of. I was backpacking.
And guess he was.
Where were you
I
backpack?
was backpacking through Pamplona in Spain.
Wow. Did you run in front of the bulls?
No, we were there just. I think it was 4 days after that.
Wow.
Uh,
Would you have run in front of the bulls?
I probably would have. Well, if I'm mad enough to get a tattoo saying tattoo, I probably would run with like a bullseye.
And your tattoos, what is that? You have
Tattoo.
You have you have War and Peace written on your arm or something.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
There's Alan Watts.
What does that say?
Alan, it says there's nothing at all that can be talked about adequately. The whole art of poetry is to say what can't be said.
Yeah. Someone told me that algebra is the poetry of mathematics.
Right.
Because I keep asking people, what's the purpose of algebra? And nobody can tell me.
poetry, right,
people
yeah.
say, oh, well, it solves problems. Tell me, even they can't do it. But I mean, poetry, so you're a poet as well.
Well, I was big into. I was listening to him. He's a philosopher, you know. He
Yeah.
was being into Zen, you know.
Yeah.
And I was big into him at the time.
Yeah.
So I got that.
Why
there.
at the age of 20? This is an interesting thing because you this Egypt of a religious Egypt up in the northwest recently telling the world that if they took up yoga or if they took up Indian head massage, that the devil would enter them and evil spirits would. Yeah, this guy is telling his Catholic audience this in his church up in the northwest, and I wonder, you know, you talked about into Zen, and that's what brought this into my head. What was it about your traditional Catholic upbringing? I'm assuming because of your school, you were a Catholic or are I don't know, I'm not interested. But what was it that was not delivering for you that drove you into Zen?
That it was very much for the mind, you know. It was very much, you know, to get the head, get the thoughts in order, and it's very practical, and you know, meditating and mindfulness.
Yeah.
And that I was very drawn to that there, you know. I started reading a lot of those books, you know.
Yeah. Do you believe in a God, for example?
I believe I believe in love.
And he's not Mr. Tesco.
I don't believe. You know, I've dabbled in that for a long time. You
But I
know.
mean, you dabbled in. You don't dabble in the
well,
belief in God.
yeah.
You either believe in God or you don't.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I believe in love.
That's it. Yeah.
That's my. Yeah.
Well, do you know something? You're absolutely right.
That's it.
Because I was. What was it? Was it about the other day? On the Facebook, you know, the social media
Yeah.
nonsense. I was commenting on something. What the heck was it? It was about. It'll come to me in a minute. It was about the priest in Fermanagh who expelled the entire traveller community of Ireland because one of their number had come outside a church and shot somebody dead at the commencement of a wedding.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
And
heard that.
so I was being hammered by people who were saying, "Oh, the priest was just right. Priest was just right." The thing about Christianity is it blah blah blah. Their number, it's two-sided. I said, no. It's about one thing: love. Full stop.
Yeah.
And there's a great prayer of the Taizé community, which is a multi-denominational community in the south of France, and it's Caritas et Amor Deus ibi est. It means where you have charity and love, there you have God.
Yeah.
That's a kind of close to what you're talking about.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who is the God of Mayo Bridge?
I'd say my mum. I don't know.
Oh, you old
For
crawler.
me, I don't know. Definitely just love, like believing
Yeah.
in love. I don't know whether there's a higher source in part of it, but then nothing would make any sense if it
Yeah,
wasn't.
well, but I mean, it's
For me, just keep it simple. It can be overcomplicated through structure and belief
Oh,
and
yeah.
religion and kind
Yeah,
of they're all just
yeah.
mindsets, I think. But
So are you saying to me that you're a young man, you're 19, you're 20, and I'm loving what I'm hearing, but I mean, I'm taking from it that religion isn't important to you, but love is.
Yeah.
love is, a higher source.
Yeah. Guys of religion out there, bishops, priests, popes, cardinals, you're hearing it from two young people, 19 and 20. Your club of religion isn't, and stop me if I'm misquoting you
No,
here.
no.
Roar at me and stop me, I would expect you to. Your club of religion is not acceptable, but God of the universes of
yeah.
creation
yeah.
is important. Is that what we're saying?
That's what we're
I would say so, yeah.
That's
So
yeah.
you better listen, cardinals out there, because you're losing. That's why you've got a congregation of 10 87-year-olds at your masses. And that's why it's gone down the tubes, And don't be talking about yoga bringing in the evil spirit. What nonsense,
It's old school, too old school.
Too old school. Now, what about the future, boys? You're not going to stay in Tesco's forever.
No. Well, I'm actually planning to go back to the music course where I left.
Yeah.
I'm coming back to it now.
Is there a
I'm looking forward to
danger, I ask you, Stephen, of going back?
it. Going back to the...
Because you had the whole karma of building up to it, going to it, experiencing it,
Yeah.
and then you were away from it,
Yeah.
other experiences come in, but now you're going back to deal with snotty newcomers and whatever who are just in. You're not maybe going to get the excitement and the lift that you need to get.
Yeah,
Maybe you
well,
should go and
fun.
busk in bloody Manhattan.
We just go mad.
Travel the world.
Just go anyway. You're young enough to do
I
it.
don't know. I think it's going back to it with a better,
With a new-
better outlook instead of being. I don't know. We left it. I know. I certainly left it arrogant and looking down upon people and kind of thinking I'm better than this. Or
know
going
something?
back with a new kind of perspective and outlook.
I'm
of just
delighted to
routine.
know that because I, as an old 72-year-old, am a sublime and supreme narcissist. I constantly would look down at. No, I jest. But I mean, it's nice to know that you have that certainty,
Yeah.
that you know yourself well enough to say,
We're very
I'm better
arrogant.
than
We're,
you.
we're arrogant people.
We're arrogant.
But I mean, if you're not arrogant, a lack of arrogance didn't put machines on Mars.
Yeah.
You need to know I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it, and on the moon by the end of the decade.
Yeah.
That's pretty goddamn arrogant. I'm going to do that, Have you another song for me?
Yeah.
What do you
yeah.
think of
do,
the
yeah.
We
Are
have
there
one-
any questions you want to ask? Because this is a one-way come. Is there any questions you want to ask
no,
me?
just go.
You're welcome. I'll answer any question you want to ask me. I'm 72. There's a goldfish bowl of experiences in there. No,
I don't know. Where'd you get your socks?
my son. Listen,
They're
I
nice.
said nothing about
They're
yours.
nice
you know.
socks.
He didn't.
Look, there we are.
He was nice enough not to comment.
Look at that. And those socks, O'Hare Warren
Fine pair of socks.
O'Hare Warren Point. I'll tell you the story about O'Hare Warren Point. I get all my clothes of O'Hare of Warren Point.
Right.
And the reason I go to O'Hare of Warren Point, John Donnelly, my old mate who's now dead, we sailed together in the Irish Sea. We sailed a small boat together. We survived storms and everything else, and we had a great time. But he went and died, bastard. He went and died. Without telling me, he just collapsed and died, and he was gone. But he and I were good buddies, and we had a great time together sailing on the Irish Sea. And he said, you should go down. He said, go down to O'Hare's. Tell Pat that I sent you. He'll look after you. So anyway, Pat has been clothing me ever since. But when I got the invitation to go to see the Queen, and that's a few years back now, I was wearing an O'Hare's of Warrenpoint suit.
Right.
And I tell the story. When she was coming along the line, I'm waiting, and she says, "Hello." I said, "Mom," and I bowed, saying very, very little. Yes, "Where is one from?" I said, "Newry, in Northern Ireland, Mom." And she says, "Good. One is looking very smart today." I said, "Mom, O'Hare's of Warrenpoint." And took a wee bow. Now, I've told the story so well, and I've told the story so often, that the question is asked, did he or didn't he? And I haven't put them out of their misery. I leave it floating. But in all the 10 years since, there's only one place I buy clothes, it's O'Hare's. So I got my socks in O'Hare's of Warrenpoint, you know.
Must take it out of spin down.
Ah, do, they're good. But they're, I'm not sure they're a young man's place. They probably are, you know. They are. What sort of shoes are those you're wearing? Put them up and let the people see them.
They're kind of a bit mad, aren't they?
No, I just like them. But they're
Back then,
ethnic, they're developing world
It's
stuff.
funny because I'm just recently in the last kind of month or 2 months, is it maybe, back from I was in India.
Which part?
I was in Goa.
Goa, you're across the way from me. I was in Chennai in Tamil Nadu. Chennai. It's on the east coast.
Right.
And Goa is across on the west coast.
Yes. Directly kind of.
So I was in a place called Mangado. I went there to rescue a boy and got him out and developed a number of projects in India in association with the Indian province of the Society of African Missions, which is interesting. You wonder about Indian African missions, but they're a Catholic order throughout the world, French origins, and there's Indian men now being trained, and women trained to travel to Africa as missionaries and evangelists, you know.
Right.
What did you think of Goa? Beautiful.
I thought it was just paradise.
Paradise.
Absolute paradise.
Yeah, my place was paradise as well.
No, it's just such an extreme world.
How long were you there for?
I was there for, I think, coming up on 3 weeks, maybe just 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, you need to make it back.
I'm definitely going to go back, yeah.
Where did you fly into?
We flew in, I think it was just Goa International.
Goa International,
at the bottom kind of province of
Is it a bit tourism-y?
It is, but it's lost all of that.
Yeah,
through the Russians would have they would have bought a lot of property.
They don't have any money anymore.
No money anymore, and but it's starting to lose it drastically.
Yeah, Goa. The other place is absolutely beautiful, known as the Garden of India, Kerala.
Yes.
Which is just down the road from Goa.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. No, I loved India. You go around the corner on a motorbike, and there's 2 elephants walking in the middle of the
mopeds
road.
and stuff, yeah.
And there's so much noise. There's a cacophony of constant noise. You know?
There's only so, I was trying to mentally prepare for what it was going to be like, and there's only so much that the films can decrypt it, you know. It's just such a crazy world, like.
Yeah, and you have the fruit flies, and you have the mosquitoes, and you've got the snakes,
and the wild dogs that just sleep on the streets.
You see those dogs?
They nearly take you off the mopeds.
Well, I tell you this: if they get a tooth into you, it's not the malaria you have to worry about. It's the rabies. There's a lot there, you know.
Yeah.
Anywhere I went, I carried a stick with me. There's a lot of dogs who were dealt with when they made the approach. So, what's your foreign travel been like?
Not much, you know. I've been to London.
Oh!
The water there. No, very little.
We were in Pittsburgh in America.
I was in Pittsburgh, so I was.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Not much, you know.
Why did you go to Pittsburgh? Were you a scholar there?
I was with the Magnet Centre. It was some kind of scheme or whatever. I went when I was about 16.
Yeah.
But that was great. It was really
find
really
India.
good time.
Go find India.
India.
Yeah, it's lovely. Go down, fly Dublin to Chennai. You'll stop off at Abu Dhabi, and then into Chennai. Take the yellow cab out to Mangadu, and go to the SMA house at the top of the road in Mangadu. Knock the door. Tell them I sent you, and tell them that you've come to stay and to ask their shelter for a week or 2 weeks or whatever. And phone them to begin with, because you'll be able to come back and then do something to help them. That's the way life works, and it's all good that way. What are you going? Your final piece of music now? What's it going to be?
It's going to actually be a Nirvana song.
Nirvana.
For Nirvana, yeah.
Nirvana is It's the.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
I go very often to. No, not very often, but I go to the temple of Jampoling up in Bon Boy in Cavan.
right.
And it's the place of loving peace. That's what it means. And it's the monk Rinpoche, and he's there as a Tibetan monk. In that setting, it's a monastery, a Buddhist monastery, and a lovely place to go. So you're taking me into resonances of that, are you, with Nirvana?
Ooh, not exactly.
Not exactly.
Nirvana was, as you probably
was it a
know,
group?
they're a grunge
Very
band.
What is
dark.
grunge, for God's sake?
Grunge.
Here's me thinking, gentleness and...
It's quite, yeah.
No, they're very kind of.
Ravi Shankar and his sitar. No.
Glenn's going to get his didgeridoo now.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we'll kick this off.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. First of all, I'd like to thank. Because after this, we'll go to the ads, and we'll say farewell to you now. Thank you very much for coming
no,
in.
it was
You've dropped
great.
your plectrum.
Dropped it,
And
thank you.
Sainsbury's forever, I tell you. Not Sainsbury's, Tesco.
Tesco's.
forever.
Tesco's.
Well, Tesco and Sainsbury's forever.
both
There's
pretty
room
good.
for all.
So, we'll kick this off. She eyes me like a Pisces when I am weak. I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. I've been drawn into your magnetar pit trap. I wish I could eat your cancer when you turn black. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Your advice. Meet in orchards, forgive no one just yet. And cut myself on angel's hair and baby's breath. And broken hymen of your highness, I'm left black. Throw down your umbilical noose so I can climb right back. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice. Your advice. Your advice. Your advice.